Confidence isn't built by knowing all the answers. It's built by showing up before you feel ready. How many times have you told yourself, I'll do it when I'm ready? Or I just need to feel a little more confident first before I get started. Look, we've all been there, but here's the truth. Waiting to feel ready keeps you stuck. So let me ask you, where are you waiting for perfection before you take action? Because today we're talking about how confidence doesn't come from getting it right, it comes from just showing up. So let's dive on in. And welcome back. I'm Emanuel George, but around here you can just call me Dr. EG3. If you're new to the conversations, I'm a high performance coach, a teacher, speaker, and author of the book No Fear in Asking. And what do we do here? We dive into real, meaningful, authentic conversations about growth, clarity, and stepping boldly into who you're becoming. Each week, I'm here to help you to stop waiting, start moving, and take those messy, imperfect steps towards becoming the life that's calling you. Because trust me, you don't need perfection, you just need to begin. So, want to take you back to a moment where I almost let fear, lack of confidence, stop me. When I was applying for my first academic position, I remember getting that phone call about the potential opportunity for me to step in the world of teaching and in leadership. And I can tell you at the moment, that first phone call, I didn't feel ready. I was sent the job description, I molded over, and I can tell you that little voice on the inside started talking to me. Hey, you're not qualified. You don't have the credentials. You surely don't have enough experience. What if they say no? Why would they accept you? And you know what? I hate to admit it, but I almost listened. I almost talked myself out of even trying, even submitting the application. But then I remember something that I have felt like I was telling to a lot of people and teaching people and coaching people around for years before. Something that actually became the premise of the book, No Fear in Asking. And that premise is the answer is always no if you never ask. So I asked myself, was I okay living with a no before I even tried? And at that moment, that question shifted everything. Not only did I complete the application, I put together a CV, which was a daunting task because at the time I was only maintaining a resume. And if you guys know the difference, if you know, you know. But I hit submit on the application, uploaded all the documents. And guess what? I can tell you in that moment, did I feel ready? No, I did not feel 100% ready when I hit submit. But you know what? I showed up. And that decision didn't just change my career, it changed the way I approach life broadly now. Confidence didn't come because I knew I was ready, it came because I showed up anyway. Now, confidence is not a prerequisite for action, action is the catalyst for confidence. And we get this backwards all the time. We think when I feel ready, that's when I'll take the step. When I feel confident, that's when I'll do the thing. But the reality is, you move first and confidence follows. So, how do you build confidence? Well, let's break it down into four simple steps. Number one, show up before you're ready. Perfection is a myth, and waiting until you have it all together keeps you stuck. When I applied for that position, I didn't feel ready, but showing up, despite the doubt, despite the insecurity, helped me to build the confidence that I didn't even know I had. So, action breaks the cycle of self doubt. So, the truth, clarity and confidence come through movement of moving forward. Number two, celebrate consistency, not perfection. Confidence doesn't come from doing it perfectly one time. It comes from showing up consistently, even when it's messy, right? Confidence grows when you prove to yourself that you not only can keep showing up, you keep showing up no matter what, no matter how you feel. And each moment gives you practice and you learn something. So consistency will beat perfection every single time. Number three, learn through action, not analysis. We all love to overthink. We all love to research and get on the interwebs. We analyze every scenario. We analyze every possible outcome. We analyze everything that can go wrong, right? Thinking that clarity will somehow come with more information. But clarity doesn't come from standing still, it doesn't come from doing research. You learn what works and what doesn't work by doing it. Every imperfect action gives you data, gives you information. It shows you where to pivot, where to refine, what to keep doing, and how about this? What to stop doing. And lastly, number 4, don't let the word no scare you into silence. One of the biggest reasons people never take that next step isn't because they're lazy. It's not because they're unmotivated. It's not even because they're unsure. It's because they're afraid of hearing the word no. That two-letter word no, it feels personal. No feels like rejection. And so what do? We delay. We overthink. We try to convince ourselves that we're not ready, all to avoid that one little word. But here's the truth. The answer is always no if you never ask. You don't avoid rejection by staying quiet. You just reject yourself in advance. You're the one that's making a decision before you even start. So confidence grows when you ask anyway, when you choose to raise your hand, when you choose to share that idea, send that message, or apply for that opportunity. Not because you're guaranteed a yes, but because you're done letting that little word no have all the power over you. And honestly, every no that is earned by action is still a step forward. It's momentum, it's movement. You learn something, it's an experience. So you don't lose by asking for what you want. But I got to ask for you for the challenge of the week. Where are you waiting to feel ready before you step forward? Because be honest, you already know what it is. Every week we do this, you know what it is. It's been haunting you this whole time. So your challenge is take one imperfect action this week. One step, one move, no matter how small. And after you do it, of course, reflect on it. What did you learn? What did you gain? What did it teach you? How did you feel after you showed up? Because confidence grows in the doing, not in the waiting. So, if this message resonated with you, please, somewhere on this page, subscribe, click the link so that you don't miss next week's conversation. If there's someone that you think could really benefit from this, share it far and wide. If you need some resources, they're available on my website, emmanuelgeorge.com. This journey is just getting started. And remember, confidence doesn't wait for perfection. See? It doesn't wait for perfection. It grows when you show up. So let's go. And as always, guys, love you much.